can come back.
Can I just say that very quickly, that I think in my estimation, it's more like 80% and growing that are not registered under English law. So I've been saying this for the past 10 years.
So you acknowledge this is a big problem
happening,
within the community.
and it's growing, and it's a time bomb that we need to deal with as a Muslim community. It's very important.
Do you think enough imams know that it's illegal to actually perform these nikahs without registering them in England, as Neil Addison has just pointed out?
I think this point contradicts a very known fact that many marriages, Islamic marriages which are conducted in Muslim countries, if the couple come to this country, they are recognized. So that is the very same Islamic marriage which happened in a mosque, in a Muslim country. When the couple comes here, it is all recognized and legal. What about the same marriage?
We're talking about the marriages that take place.
That's what I say.
In
if
Britain.
The same thing happens here in a mosque, why should it become illegal? It is religious. You can say, yes, it is against the law, but it is not irreligious. It is valid in religion. So as long as it is valid in religion, they can enjoy this marriage, but we have to tell them that they are obliged to register it in a registry.
But would you accept there are many men who use a loophole, as it were? They have the nikah, so they have the rights of a Muslim husband, and yet because they want to avoid the duties and obligations of a husband under English law, they get out of it. So actually, they are going very much against the spirit of Islam, which is about rights and responsibilities.
Yes, this needs to create an awareness about this thing, that people should register their marriages in a registry. Yes, I endorse
I'd go further than that. Women now, my women clients are using the law to marry their men, to see how it goes, and then to be able to dump them much more easily. So it's not just men. Of course, the vast majority are men who use a loophole, but it's an anomaly. It shouldn't be happening. And all those people out there who are suffering, thinking that they're same as Jewish or Christian marriages, they get an awful shock later when they find out it's not legal.
Faiza, you've been patiently waiting on the line there. You say that you've met many women, you talk to them about their experiences with Sharia councils. Is this issue of unregistered marriages an important one?
I think it's a hugely important problem. Basically, what we find is that there isn't starting to be an increased awareness of the need to register marriages, and this is something which lots of national Muslim women's organizations are campaigning for. But like Aina and Neil are saying, the proportion of Muslim women who are still unregistered according to English law is, high, and it really shouldn't be happening, because what that means is that when real problems within the marriage do arise, women are the ones who lose out in the end. And I think what Muslim women are asking for, on the ground, is that when they go to Sharia councils, that there are fair and just processes in place, so that they do have, good redress for the problems that they face. And if this is not to say that Sharia councils are all bad or anything like that. This is simply to say that we do have problems, and we do need to put in more transparent systems, and also be open to more gender egalitarian interpretations of Islamic laws. We need to recognize that there's not one law, that Islamic laws is jurisprudence, which means that we can change and adapt. And really, it's that dynamic approach to Islamic laws which will really help both men and women living in the UK today.
Well, I apologise for the bad line there. I would like to ask, considering these issues are being raised about quality, nobody is accusing anybody of bad intentions here. People are giving their time voluntarily in most cases around the Sharia councils. But there is a significant number of women saying that they want more transparency. They want to be able to be dealt with in a quicker way.
Yes,
how do you think
the way I've addressed that need is from having all those hundreds of calls every year asking why is the process so slow, why is it sometimes unfair, because if I've given an address, the letters are coming back 3 times and nothing's being done because my husband's refusing to cooperate. There are many issues, as you yourself said, Sheikh Zab. So the point is that we need to address it. No point in sweeping it under the carpet. We're now at the stage, the community is very mature. We can deal with this now with technology and support. So my view is to do it in partnership with the Sharia councils. The way I've done it is as a personal example, because a Muslim woman wants English justice, so everything done properly under English law and also Islamic divorce, I'm now working with the Sharia councils to make sure best practice is followed, that the case is logged properly, that I'm kept informed of what's going on at every stage. We share our knowledge with the Sharia councils of the civil process. The Sharia councils welcome all these developments. They like to be of efficient use to the community rather than be criticized. So yes, there may be women out there who are complaining, but they need to come forward in a way, contact me, for example, with their issues so I can start collating the data. And I've joined a British firm, in fact, to be able to take this process nationwide. So I'm with a firm that now has got the team to do Islamic legal services in a UK firm setting. All these things, I think, are very positive moves forward.
May I add here that
So I'll give you the final word, Sheikh Sal, because we have to come to a close in the discussion, but I would like to give you the final word.
We are trying to find a unified procedure for all the Islamic Sharia councils. For that, we got some meeting in Islamic Culture Center. We have assembled 2-3 times. And inshallah, we will come out with that unified procedure, which is very, very close to the British legal system. And then there would not be much difference between the two. And it should be acceptable then to
So already there's a process being put in place to have that consistency across the country. Well, thank you to our guests in the studio as well as our guests who joined us on the line. A very important discussion has just taken place, and we've heard today that actually it's 90% of people who go to Sharia councils are women. There are some challenges there, but it seems that a partnership approach is already in place, and those challenges are being determined to be met by the Sharia Council, the criticisms notwithstanding. Thank you very much for joining us. Do join us for the second half.